The box office gurus were worried about the Lego Movie 2, the second part, having some sort of legs in the second weekend, but 21 million is not that good of sales. If we really think about it, it's 62 million. If you look at the Lego Movie 2, we were talking about Lego Movie 2 first, because 99 million is its entire budget. It still hasn't passed that yet. It likely will in the next few days, but this is just absolutely abysmal sales for a movie that was supposed to be one of the highest grossing movies of the year. Lego Movie 2 was supposed to be one of the highest grossing movies of the year. Where are these $100 million sales? I can't see them. I don't see them at all. Then we have, 27 million doesn't seem that good, but then you look at it, says 36 million total gross. Same thing, Isn't It Romantic? And Happy Death Day 2 is disappointing in terms of box office. 9 million. But this has a budget of 9 million, so 9 million at its weekend, which means it's one of the lowest grossing weekends of all time. Isn't It Romantic, which is just another generic rom-com movie, isn't doing well. What Men Want has a 40% decline. It's basically already has almost broken even. And then we have Cold Pursuit, which no one's watching it. It had a 45% decline. This is what Lionsgate makes for making mediocre movies every time. The upside is going to probably crack $1 billion soon. Not a billion, 100 million. The upside has already reached 100 million domestically, worldwide. The Glass is still doing well. Aquaman is now at 41. And Spider-Verse is now nearing under $1 million a week. So expect them to go under $1 million next weekend. Both films did pretty well. Green Book is doing okay still. The Prodigy is a horror movie, so. And Miss Bauer is already dead. That film is already dead. A Dog's Way Home declined massively as well. Bohemian Rhapsody is still ahead of Star Wars Born. Cold War and some other movies are not doing too well. Mary Poppins Returns, which is what some people were predicting that was be one of the highest grossing movies of the year, is not selling well. As they anticipated. They were anticipating like $300 million worldwide. No, and domestically alone. Wealth Breaks the Internet is also went up, but didn't even crack $1 million. I will expect it to reach 200 million, but that's all. But then we have one last film to talk about. Replicas. No one is watching this. Nobody likes Replicas. The film will be dead by next week. It's already dead, but it'll be out of theaters next week. And then we have one last film. Alita Battle Angel. That film. The foreign sales have not been updated, as this is last week's foreign sales. I highly doubt that it only grossed 3 million in like 50 territories, including Korea, which opened 10 million there in Korea. I predict at least like 4 million in Korea alone on its second weekend. But the film grossed 46 million domestically, which is better than they anticipated. They were expecting around 20 million. Yes, 20 million. And the Lego Movie 2 to be number 1. Which is one of the most overrated movies ever made. Like the first movie, it's overrated. By the people who Lego Movie 1 and 2 are very overrated. I would expect Lego Movie 2 to drop massively on its third week because of How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World. I'm sorry that Lego Movie fans don't want to hear this, but it's just fact. Can't argue a fact. Spider-Man the Spider-Verse is the biggest superhero movie of all time. But I won't expect it to be over 1 million next weekend. Or at least barely over 1 million with Aquaman, both films being barely over 1 million. And that's basically it. Some films don't have the foreign sales updated because this hasn't been updated yet. Foreign. I would expect the film to do 200 million in China alone. That's the thing. China is a weird market. They made Ready Player One a massive success, and they made other movies that would be projected to be failures be massive successes. But this is the box office update. Some of these movies are just not doing well, like Cold Pursuit and Isn't It Romantic, which was supposed to be the cash grab for Valentine's Day. That's what it essentially was, but that's basically it.